More Ted Cruz news.
Wait, he went to a Yankee game?
Yeah, and that's him getting the finger from literally every fucking angle you could possibly get the finger from in one picture.
Why the fuck would he get? He's from Texas. Why the fuck would he go to a Yankee game?
I don't
Why?
know.
People don't even like him in Texas. Oh, Yeezus been dropped by absolutely everyone.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I've got a couple Yeezy articles here. So
his talent agency just dropped him. That just happened today.
His talent agent, what's that company called?
I don't know, but
one of the fashion companies
yes.
that he's working, Balenciaga.
That's a couple. That happened like a week ago.
That was 3 days ago, dude.
But other fashion places are not working with him. And he just got but talent agency, like, it doesn't matter what talent agency it is, because the words talent agency, that means agents, publicists, fucking assistants.
He just pissed off a room full of Jews.
He just
really helping his career.
Well, and that were just
was doing fine.
They were just.
Was great. And fuck all of you people who have helped me over the years. Bye.
Yeah. All you fucking record company Jews that are responsible for the fact that I have millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Granted, are you still exploiting me? Yes. Right? Are you not all Jews? Also, yes. Like, that's the stupid part. It's like, dude, they're not all Jews. It's not all, like, it's not. The thing that I understand about the paranoia and persecution complexes of specifically and only Kanye West and Donald Trump, because they are unique in this regard, right? Is that all of the people that they have spawned, right? All their little minions and fans and whatever, any persecution complexes that they have on Trump or Kanye's behalf, that shit is made up. Because no one's persecuting you, asshole. But sure. Trump and Kanye have both been there are a lot of people against them. I'm one of them. Like, it's not, saying that the media was in the tank against Trump, especially that second time, shouldn't even be a controversial statement.
Kanye West claims Quentin Tarantino, Jamie Foxx, stole Django Unchained from him.
Oh man!
Pierce Morgan interview.
I did hear about that, and that is the fucking stat. Like, say whatever you want about the Jews. The stupidest thing Kanye West has ever said is that. There's a fucking another movie called Django. Like, Quentin Tarantino wears the things that he steals from on his fucking sleeve.
Right.
He doesn't. Well, in what world does Kanye West think that he has any influence over Quentin Tarantino's films? Like, of all of the things that you don't have influence over, right? Like, Granted, Kanye West has had a lot of influence over the years, over all kinds of things, fashion, music, whatever.
Even today, I saw on Reddit there was a picture. There's an overpass in California, and there's these white guys they had a banner that said Kanye was right, and they were doing the Hail Hitler sign.
Oh, good.
So even today, he has
good. That's good for Kanye to have that's good for him to have as people that like him. Yeah. Kanye is doing a great job at picking friends, and making enemies.
But yeah, I would agree he's very influential.
Very influential. One person who is only influenced by the things that he motherfucking chooses to be influenced by, and nothing else, is Quentin Tarantino.
Right. He's very specific about his influences.
He has seen every movie that exists. I'm a big Tarantino head. He's one of the few people that where I'm actually excited if his movie is longer. Like, there's no one that's like that, where it's like, oh shit, if there was a 5-hour long Tarantino movie, I'd be like, yes! The whole thing, I can't wait. I'm getting more bang for my buck. But so I love the guy. Yeah, he's like,
definitely not stealing ideas.
It's notoriously not stealing ideas from Kanye West. Quentin Tarantino lives in like a pastiche of like the 70s and the 90s gangster films and fucking like Quentin Tarantino lives in a world of his own that is made up of other movies.
So is it time for Culture Jam?
I think it's time. Perhaps, unless we cut this, for a Culture Jam. Leave this in.
Okay.
So, last night, I watched The Batman. Have you heard about
that?
You heard about The Batman?
Is that a new one?
It's the new one.
Oh.
Robert Pattinson is the Batman.
Okay.
Of Twilight and various David Cronenberg movie fame. Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman. Colin Farrell in the most prosthetics I've ever seen a human being wear is to look like a regular person. I should say that. Colin Farrell wearing the most prosthetics I've ever seen just to make him look like a totally different person was the Penguin.
Yeah.
And Paul Dano.
They didn't just call Danny DeVito again?
No, because this is supposed to be, because of the curse of the Christopher Nolan Batmans, this is supposed to be more realistic, right? So the Penguin is just the nickname of a gangster, okay?
Oh.
And anyway, and rounding it all up, Paul Dano is the Riddler, okay? That might sound to you like it's too many characters. Well, guess what? The Batman is 3 full hours long.
Oof.
And I watched it in shifts because I was like live tweeting it. I eventually had to be like, sorry, because there was like 2 or 3 friends that were like, hey, tell me what happens because I want to see if it's worth, it's like I don't really like superhero movies that much, so let me know, right? And so eventually at like 3 a.m, I had to be like, hey, so I'm still only an hour in because I stopped to do so many dishes. That's how this is going. Like it spurred me to do a shitload of dishes, if that's any indication. But this is why it's a cult. This is why it's culture, right? Because it spoke to something that I have thought about superhero movies, with the exception of the Heath Ledger Joker performance and the Joaquin Phoenix movie that's just has superhero shit tacked onto it at the end, sort of, right? But that Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie is not it's not like a superhero movie. It's just a regular movie that just says Joker and there's a guy with clown makeup, right? It's like, it's not, it doesn't get fucking grating. And anytime I hear the word Gotham, that's when it starts to lose me, because it's like, oh, you had me in a regular movie, and now we're talking, oh, when Gotham needs to man, and it's like, okay, this should be stupid. My point is this: superhero movies should be stupid because superheroes are stupid. The idea of them is stupid. It would be so stupid if a guy in a costume in your city was somehow some sort of vigilante special man who's, you could see half his face and people don't know who he is, even though he is both the most famous vigilante only crime fighting man who dresses up in a rubber hat mask with little pointy ears and a cape. Okay, we're taking that seriously. Right? The pointy ears and the cape. That's fine. That doesn't break the fucking fourth wall, or, that's willful suspension of disbelief. That's fine with everyone, is the pointy ears and the cape.
Yeah.
But also, we have to believe that you can see half his face, and he's also the richest guy in town who we know who he is, right? Both of them have been on television, and there's not anyone in town that's like, you know what? This vigilante guy with the fucking with bulletproof arms and a grappling hook on his cock, right? That seems like that would cost a lot of money. I wonder who has that amount of money.
Oh, Jeff fucking Bezos.
Could it be the billionaire who disappears every time Batman comes along? They kind of look alike. Like, the fact that there isn't any this is all they would have to do too to like make it okay, sort of, right? Is for there to be like one reporter, one news person to just be like, you know what? I think that fucking Batman is Bruce Wayne, and that's
like show him pitching it to the editor or whatever at the newspaper.
It's like, dude,
and he's like, yeah, shut the fuck up, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, or like, it's not even if you're right, you can't prove it, so fuck you, right? Like, that would do so much to just be like, okay, everyone in this universe doesn't, like, they just lack facial recognition. They just can't. Like, they can't tell that this guy has the same, like, bottom of his nose and, like, chin and mouth.
Yeah. Like,
it's just, but anyway. So, this is my point, right? Is that, so that's why, quit it, everyone, with the serious superhero movies. Because taking superheroes seriously is dumb and bad. And
let's go back to the days of, like, the Batman that had like Val Kilmer and like the fucking
No. Okay. You're close. The best Batman film.
Uh-huh.
And I will die on this hill. And this is why I really think this needs to be like we should just call this episode the Batman Halloween special or something.
Okay.
Because
or just the Batman.
Because the best Batman is the one where George Clooney is phoning it in, where Uma Thurman plays Poison Ivy
Oh yeah.
magnificently, and Arnold Schwarzenegger and all of his plays Mr. Freeze with a bunch of dad puns, but also manages to turn in a decent performance with what he's working with.
Yeah.
Right? Like that movie is so much better on so many levels because you have a great actor who's like, I'm Batman and I'm doing this for a paycheck and I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. He literally, George Clooney says that he keeps a Batman and Robin poster in his office as like a reminder, right? Like, don't research your projects. Don't do this for money, right? And watching a great actor literally be like, just like, oh fuck, like, because that's the other thing is that Batman is the worst part of Batman, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, that's the other one that I remember as a child that was really good. At least was that I remember being good was the first one with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
Sure.
Yeah, because in the Prince soundtrack, I mean that was a pretty good movie. That's somewhere between that one, the Val Kilmer and Jim Carrey one, and the one that you just described. Those were all kind of in the same vein as far as like how serious they were versus how goofy they were.
Because they weren't pretending to be social commentary.
Right, yeah.
Because if you pick at the scab of Batman to make social commentary, you will run head first into the fact that Batman is a cop and a billionaire.
Yeah.
And we are supposed to think that he's good.
Right. Well, so that leads me to a point that an article that I saw recently from Variety, the creator of Watchmen, which is
Alan
Moore said, quote, or semi-quote, whatever, adults loving superhero movies is, quote, infantile and can be a precursor to fascism.
Yep, he's absolutely right.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that because the whole kind of idea of the Marvel universe and like these kind of things, it's like you're kind of mimicking a world that we know, but adding these super larger than life characters in it or whatever.
The world.
Yes, who have to save the world from some evil force or whatever. And then that kind of like if you have that mindset of your own world, then you're constantly looking for the evil force and who's the good guy that's going to save the day, you know?
Right.
And that it's like QAnon shit.
Penis. Charlemagne.
Who's?
Breaking news. Breaking news as of 1 hour ago from Insider.com. Just the headline. Charlemagne the God says Kanye West screamed at him over Pete Davidson's, quote, 10-inch penis, unquote. I'm just gonna leave that there.
I'm gonna read that article later.
Anywho, here's the real breaking news that I was really trying to talk about. After the fantastically miserable failure by former British PM Elizabeth Truss.
Oh, let's play some music. Let's play her out. Let's play. I'll find something to put in there.
No, use that.
Goodbye, Liz.
That's fine. Fuck you, Liz, with your BDSM day caller. I can't believe that shit.
Oh,
that's wild, man. Wild.
Just put it in raw.
Dry.
Whatever it was.
Gross. Anyways, a new PM, a new conservative PM has been sworn in. Rishi Sunak will be.
He was the one they were saying would probably get it.
Yes, if Boris decided not to do it, it was going to be our man Rishi. Of course.
Yeah, he was like the finance minister under Boris, I think.
Yeah, he's a member of the World Economic Forum. I know that because of the conspiracy subreddit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I know about that man. Is the thing I just read just now, 2 headlines, and hearing his name yesterday. I am not from the United Kingdom, and I never ever will be.
The government is lying to you. The media is lying to you. Your racist aunt on Facebook is definitely lying to you.
She doesn't think she is.
If you are in need of a trustworthy source of facts and truth, subscribe to Special Interest Coup.
We got some goading going on.
Goading?
Goading. We got some shots fired, as the kids say these days.
Shots fired.
All right. Headline from Reuters. Trump is not man enough to testify. January 6th probe, Pelosi says.
I read that like right before we started talking, and I totally forgot about it, but I was like, here's the one. This is it. This is it right here.
Yeah, so I love this lady. The way this article was written, I don't the authors. Oh, there's 2 authors, Richard Cohen and Catherine Jackson. The first sentence, just listen to this. I love the way they wrote this. Okay. From Washington, October 23rd. Former President Donald Trump is too much of a coward to obey a subpoena from the U.S. Congress compelling him to testify to a special committee investigating his role in the January 6, 2021 Capitol attack.
What a
House of Representatives Nancy Pelosi suggested on Sunday. I love that they said the entire thing and then they're like, was suggested by Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
It's like
so it turns out that Donald Trump is in fact a bitch, or so says this 83-year-old woman who gets her kicks off of this shit. This is the one thing that we don't mind about her.
We'll see if he's man enough to show up, she asked.
We'll see if he's man enough to show up. She said as she donned her Cruella de Vil, cigarette holder and fucking puppy suit. Like, that's the thing. It's like it's really, it's celebrity deathmatch at that point, right? It's like it's 2 people that I wouldn't mind seeing kill each other. That's what I would. Do it. Yes. Have these. It's honestly, whatever. Trump versus a very frail 80-year-old woman would be like a decent matchup, I think.
Oh yeah, like when she was talking about punching him, I was just imagining how it would feel. Like she would,
all the bones in her hand.
yeah. But he would also be like, "Ow!" And then like start crying, or like not maybe crying, but like just moaning about it.